hello YouTube. This is N7MKY coming to you live on January 30th, day after Winterfield Day, or the big Winterfield Day. And I just wanted to come back to you with some more FT8 using the My Go2 Antenna by TN07 Engineering. My first live stream that I did, I noticed that my clock set was off. So it wasn't really giving you an accurate reading on how the My Go2 Antenna is actually performing. So that being said, I thought I'd come to you again live using the My Go2 Antenna, my 6500 flex radio, and doing a little FT8 demonstration for you. As you can see, 15 meters is really hopping right now. It's just saturated with people yelling CQ. So that being said, I'm going to clean up the slate here. I'm going to throw myself up into a CQ. And another point that I wanted to make is in my previous live stream, I did say 25 watts. So digital, you want to do 25 watts. That's the recommended max power for the My Go2 Antenna. But on voice, you can do up to 100 watts on this thing very easy. So once I get through playing with the FT8, I'll actually do some voice demonstrations to go along with the one that I did with the unboxing. Make sure your power is always at 25 watts so you don't void your warranty. And as in my previous video, when I do transmit, you can see here on 15 meters, I'm almost at a 1-to-1 SWR. Now, not everybody thinks that is important, but it is definitely an antenna that doesn't require any tuning. You can just throw it on 15, 17, 20, all the way up to 80 meters, and you're going to be well below 2 SWR. All right, so there is quite a bit of chatter out there. I got 2 CQs out there. Looks like somebody else is pretty close to me. Well, let's see if we can get a fish on the line here. I'm really wanting to see some good overseas. I've already got Brazil, and I'll also show you the PSK reporter map again, just to show the propagation that I'm getting with this antenna at 25 watts for digital. All right. Ooh, there's a nice one. Panama. You know what? Let's just jump out of yelling CQ and let's go after Panama and see if he can hear us. All right. And my clock is not too far off. But while I'm thinking about it, I'm going to go and synchronize my clock yet again, just to make sure that I'm communicating. And just like that, look at that, Panama. He's responding to me. And let's see if we can complete the transmission here. I must say, this is a very impressive antenna. Easy to set up, super easy to deploy, and within 5-10 minutes you're up and running. And we're getting our reports back. And there you go, just like that, Panama. And that's from Boise, Idaho to Panama. So we'll go ahead and log that, finish our 73 to him, clean up our slate. All right, that's cleaned up. Let's see who else we can grab. Let's respond to this gentleman. Or lady, I don't know. All right. I must say, when you're doing FT8, it is extremely exciting because you get immediate responses back and you don't have to ask for their call sign over and over again. And it looks like that person decided to answer somebody else really quick. So let's put ourselves in, Clean up our slate. Get an empty spot here so we're not stepping on somebody. And let's yell CQ a couple of times. And I apologize anybody that's connecting to this live stream now. If you're doing comments, I don't see them because I don't have that enabled quite yet. Still trying to figure out all this live streaming. Oh, there we go. We're getting an answer. Come on. There we go. Just like that. Copy that real quick. I'm going to take a quick peek at who that is. Russellville, Arkansas. All right, clean our slate again. Looks like, yep, he got us, we got him. 73, my friend. All right, let's switch up to 17 and see if we have any activity going on there. Clean up our slate. Wait for the first decode to come in. 17 meters looks to be just as strong as 15. There's Korea. Should be able to hear us just fine. We're going to give it a shot. Again, making sure our power is at 25. I should say no more than 25 for digital mode. Well, I tell you what, if this thing could do 100 watts, I'd be really happy. But most antennas for digital of this type are not designed for that. But it doesn't really take a lot of power. All right, guy. I know you can hear me. Oh, and he decided to answer somebody else. That's okay. Just the fact that I could hear him is impressive. His clock is a little bit off. Clean up my slate. And let's go to 30 meters and see what is going on 30 meters. Clean up that slate. Here in a minute, I'm going to show everybody the propagation map as it's filling up with everything that I'm yelling CQ on. So I'm going to shout out a couple of times just to populate the PSK reporter map. It does look like there is quite a bit of activity on 30 meters right now. And I'm reaching the entire eastern seaboard as well as South America and good gracious, Australia. So if anybody has any doubts that this is a worldwide antenna, It is definitely a worldwide antenna at 25 watts. I can't wait to try 100 watts at voice, or like I did in my unboxing video, 50 watts. It doesn't take a lot of power, just the right conditions. Boy, that person's clock's way off. And if you ever have a doubt of what your clock is, if you go to time.is, it'll tell you how close you are or how synchronized your clock is. And of course, the website's telling me that my clock is spot on. All right, so while we're waiting for an answer on that, I'm going to switch over to PSK Reporter. And that is going to show you just the quick results here in the last 10 minutes that I've been broadcasting. So from Boise, Idaho, you can see I'm getting all the way out to the eastern seaboard. I'm even reaching Florida. And I can get my mouse to work. Technology at its best. Yeah, I'm reaching all the way down to Brazil. And I've actually reached a couple of days ago Belize. So there should be no doubt in your mind that this antenna works. No doubt. All right. Now I'm going to switch over to QRZ. So these are the QSOs that I have made over the past week or two that are showing all my confirmed contacts on QRZ using the My Go2 antenna. So I've reached Japan, Belize, Mexico, Chile, Ecuador, still waiting for confirmation, Venezuela, good old Puerto Rico, there's my Brazil contact. I even tried to switch it up a little bit and use end-fed long wire. It's about 53 feet long. I was able to get Hawaii with it, but I was just getting better results with the My Go2 antenna, so I switched back over to it. All right, let's go back over to the Flex Radio. Get rid of that, get rid of the QRZ. All right. So it looks like 30 meters is dying down, so let's give it a halt there. Clear our slate. Let's go back to 15. See if we have some more activity on 15. And if anybody doesn't know what the sound of FT8 sounds like, it sounds like a bunch of UFOs. Case in point. That's the best way to tell if there's any activity too, besides looking at waterfalls, is just tune your radio in, and if you hear a bunch of squealing and whining, besides maybe kids in the house, it's an active band. All right. Looks like 15 is starting to die down just a little bit. Still seeing quite a bit of activity. So let's give a couple of shout outs here. Find some clean area so we're not walking on anybody. Our clock is still good. And like I said in my previous live stream that I did, my clock was pretty way off. So that's why I didn't show immediate results. looks like conditions are starting to deteriorate just a tad. Because I am not seeing all the activity I was seeing earlier, that is for sure. We'll give it a couple more shots at shouting out to people for CQ. See if anybody answers us. It looks like somebody else is starting to get a little close on where I'm broadcasting. Yep. I'm starting to mix in with quite a few other people now. Alright, so let's clean that up a bit. Stop walking on people. I'm going to switch over to 17 meters. Canada. Get a good decode here. See if we have anything coming in. Quite a bit of a weak signal there, so yeah, we're getting some. A lot of people I've already talked to, though. Well, I think in just this brief time, conditions have kind of gone down. There's South America. Let's give him a whirl. South America to Boise, Idaho. I think that would be good. Survey says S8, S9. Nope, decided to answer somebody else. Well, that's kind of what you get with the FT8. Squeeze down here to 15 meter one more time. Let's see what's going on there. See if we have any more activity. Give you a couple more examples here. Let's see if we can get somebody way, way, way far away. All right. Ooh, 23. Not gonna try that one. Well, let's throw CQ out there a couple times. Power's good. SWR's almost perfect. It's one of the longest 15 seconds, or I should say 15-second intervals when doing FT8. You have to wait every 15 seconds. So 15 seconds to transmit, 15 seconds to listen. Here's Costa Rica. I'm going to switch it up here and yell at Costa Rica really quick. See if I can catch that on the last 7 seconds. Somebody else didn't grab him. Oh. Probably not going to answer me. Not looking for North America. My mistake. Maybe we'll get lucky anyway. Well, it was a long shot. Maybe he'll answer on this round. If he doesn't, we're going to stop bugging him because I don't think he was calling for North America. And I do not want to be in the practice of just trying to get everybody. So yeah, let's halt text on that. Alrighty, folks. Let me switch over to the PSK reporter again and kind of give you a, just in the 20 minutes of just poking around and firing up the antenna on a decent propagation or day for doing FT8. I'm reaching just about everywhere. Boise, Idaho to the entire United States, everybody's hearing me. Everybody south of me is hearing me. Everybody west. Yep, just on 25 watts. I'm reaching just about everywhere. So what is there not to love about this antenna? Impressive, impressive, impressive antenna. I cannot say it enough. Alrighty, folks. Well, appreciate the tune in if you're tuned in for the quick live demonstration. Um, can't reiterate the points enough, but my original one that I did said 25 watts. This is not the capability of the antenna. The antenna can do 100 watts on voice. It's recommended not to go any further than 25 watts on CW or digital. Um, you don't want to void your warranty for sure, and ruin your great antenna. But that being said, really appreciate you tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the video. I will find a way of just recording some voice contexts and tests probably here in the month of February for the My Go2 antenna. And I might even bring up some comparisons using possibly different manufacturer antennas and how they stand up against the My Go2 antenna. But right now, it is definitely my go-to antenna.